Good morning, everyone. My name is Ránia Iza, and in today's lesson, we're going to talk about something very important. We're going to talk about a topic that I am sure that your parents and your teachers and any other grown-up or adult that you know talk to you about. They all talk about being safe online. In today's lesson, we're going to learn more about the rules of being safe online. And we're going to understand and follow a series of instructions on the topic of internet safety. You will be able to, hopefully, at the end of this lesson, to understand a short written instructions illustrated step by step. Can you? Do you think it's complicated? I'm sure you can do it. Yes, we can. So let's start our lesson. Take a look at this picture. What do you see in the picture? Look at this young lady, young woman, or can we say young girl? She's holding a smartphone. She's looking at it. How does she look? How do you think she feels? Right. Maybe she's concerned. Maybe she's shocked. Well, that's why it's very important to follow the internet safety. If you follow the internet safety rules and you make sure that you are safe online, you will not feel the way this girl feels in this picture. Right? Hopefully. Let's look at the other picture. We have a picture of a sweet little girl and her mom behind her, right? And they're both sitting in front of the computer. Okay, so a child needs an adult to be next to him or her. An adult, right, you guessed it, it's a grown-up. It's the opposite of a child, an adult. So, it's very important to have an adult next to you if you're a child, because you need, what do you need? Supervision. Supervision. Super, and then vision sight, right? So you need someone to observe you really close and to make sure that everything is going the way it should be. So you need some adult supervision, and it's very important to pay attention to the things that you post online. What does post mean? Post means to send someone something in order to see it, to share it. Correct. I'm sure you've met the word post a lot on social media. What can you post online? Right. You can post a photo, you can post a picture, you can post a video, you can post any message that you want, you can post news, you can post information. Post. Perfect. Let's continue. Ready for the other words that we're going to learn this lesson? I'm sure you are. Let's take a look at this picture. We have a picture of two young boys sitting in front of their computer screens, right? So, these boys and you have to know that you should be polite online. Being polite means using good language, not bad language and cursing. You have to be polite, meaning you have to be kind to other people. You have to treat others the way you want to be treated. So you have to be very polite online. This is very important. Now, I'm sure you all know that there are a lot of benefits to the internet. Benefits. Benefits are good things. Just like any other thing in life, there are benefits to many things. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about the benefits of the internet. Can you think of some benefits for the internet? Right, very good. Some benefits are finding information online, right? Looking for information. If you want to cook something, then it's very easy to look for a recipe on the internet. You can find news on the internet. You can find information of different countries on the internet. So these are the benefits of the internet. Excellent benefits, by the way. And just like anything else in life, we need rules. We have rules at school. We have rules at home. We have rules on the road, right? And we also need rules on the internet, because when you follow the rules, you are safe, and rules make sure that everything is going the way they should be, or it should be, right? So you need rules. Rules are extremely important, even though sometimes you think, why do we need rules? But we really do need rules to make sure that everything is going well, right? Take a look at this picture. We have a picture of a young man sitting next to a screen, right? How does he look? How do you think he feels? He looks to me that he's a bit upset or something. What do you think? Yes, maybe he's talking to a stranger. A stranger is a person that you don't know. So you have to be very careful when you talk to a stranger, to a person who is not familiar to you, a stranger. Sometimes when you talk to strangers, they might make you feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is the opposite of comfortable. When you feel uncomfortable, it means that you don't feel good, that you don't feel well. You don't feel that this is right. If you feel that something is not right for you, then it means that you are uncomfortable. So whenever you talk or write to someone, you have to make sure that you are comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, then you should avoid that person. Great. Okay. Details. Okay. When you're online, you shouldn't give your details. Details are some information about you, right? Details. So we have to be careful. What kind of details do we give? And who are we sharing these details with? Details. Okay, let's practice. Take a look at these pictures. We have 4 different pictures, A, B, C, and D. I'm going to give you a sentence, and I would like you to match the sentence to the picture. If you have a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil in front of you, that would be excellent. Okay, so you can write things down. I'm going to say the sentence and you should tell me which picture it matches. Okay? Great. I'm sure you can do it because we said in the beginning, yes, you can. Let's start with sentence number 1. They don't talk anymore. They are too busy with their smartphones. 1. They don't talk anymore. They are too busy with their smartphones. Sentence number 2. I have to find a lot of information about dinosaurs. Where would I go? Which site? Sentence number 2. I have to find some information about dinosaurs. Where do I go and which site do I go to? Okay, sentence number 3. Yes, I got a text message from my friends. We're meeting tomorrow. Sentence number 3. Yes, I got a text message from my friends and we're meeting tomorrow. Sentence number 4. That's an amazing picture. Let's post it on Instagram. You will get a lot of likes. What do you think? Do you think you got them correct? I'm sure you did. Let's go over them. So sentence number 1, they don't talk anymore. They're too busy with their smartphones. Is of course picture D, right? You guessed it. The second sentence, I have to find a lot of information about dinosaurs, is of course picture B. Because take a look at this girl. She looks pretty confused, looking for some information on her on the internet using her laptop, right? What about 3? 3, we have picture C. That's correct. 3 is picture C, where the girl is very happy to get a text message about from her friends about their meetings tomorrow. So she's probably very happy and she looks that way. And of course, you guessed number 4 is A. We have a young lady who's taking her picture and she wants to post it. We talked about post, to post it on Instagram, on social media, right? Good job, you guys. Great, perfect. Let's continue. Okay, now we've learned some vocabulary words. Let's use them. Let's practice. Let's put them in sentences. Are you ready? Let's read the first one. You can learn a lot of new information about different topics on the internet. This is one of many of the internet. Many benefits or many details. What did we say about benefits? Good things that you get, right? Benefits. Details or some information. So the correct word is benefits. Perfect. Great. Benefits. So this is one of many benefits of the internet. Let's go to number 2. The opposite of a child is an stranger or adult. Right, is an adult. The opposite of a child is an adult. Perfect. The opposite of a child is an adult because a child is young and an adult is a grown-up. Perfect. So it's not a stranger, that's for sure. Number 3. A person whom you don't know or is not familiar to you is called, what is he called? Is he called a rule or a stranger? Great. He's called a stranger. A stranger is a person that you don't know. Good job. Let's go and take a look at other sentences. 4. Children need their parents in many things in life. Do they need their parents' supervision or their parents' details? What do you think? I'm giving you some seconds to think. Right, supervision, correct. Children need their parents' supervision in many things in life, right? And we're going to find out more about that later in this lesson. 5. It means that you show positive behavior. When you're polite or when you're benefits. When you're polite or when you're benefits. Benefits does not really make any sense, right? And we need an adjective here. And the adjective is polite. So when you're polite, it means that you show positive behavior. And when you're rude, the opposite of polite is rude, you show negative behavior, right? Perfect. 6. Not following the can get you into trouble. Not following the benefits or not following the rules. What do you think? Not following the rules. Great. Not following the rules can get you into a lot of trouble. And believe me, you don't want that. You want to follow the rules because it's good for you. Good job, you guys. We went over some vocabulary words and we practiced them in context. And that's excellent because when you work with the words more and more, you remember them better. Okay, we're going to go on a short break, and when we will get back, we're going to read a text about how to be safe online. You're going to have a little bit of a challenge reading the text, not the text itself, but you're going to have clues, some riddles. I promise it's going to be fun and you can do it as well. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere after the break. Welcome back to our lesson. Now, we've talked about some vocabulary words that we're going to encounter today in our text. We're going to read about how to be safe online. We already talked about it and we reviewed some vocabulary words that we're going to see in this text. So let's read it together. How to be safe online. The internet is a great invention, but together with its benefits, it also poses great dangers. It is important to be aware that you can never know to whom you are talking or writing. The following safety rules will help you stay safe online. Right. So, the internet has a lot of benefits and we talked about the benefits before, but along with the benefits we have great dangers. Now, in order to stay away from dangers, you have to follow some rules. That's why rules are very important. Now, before we start reading the rules, I'm going to give you some clues about each and every rule. I would like you to guess what this rule is going to be. Are you up for this challenge? Let's see. Can you guess rule number 1? We have someone who's thinking here. Think. 2 times. Twice, maybe. Before. What's that? Post? To post something? Maybe. Let me show you the rule. Right. Think twice before you post anything on the internet. Remember, it stays there forever. That's why you should think twice, not once, twice before you post anything on the internet. Rule number 2. Here you go. Giving you some seconds to think about it. Take a look at the pictures. Try to guess what is rule number 2. Okay, what do we have here? We have someone who's saying no or something. No, not, never. We have a house. And we have, what do we have here? Email, maybe. Key. What does that mean? And we have school. Let me show you. Rule number 2. Rule number 2 is never give out your name, address, phone number, email, password, or school name. Do not share details about your life with others online. Don't share information about yourself with other people online. Not your name, not your address. Address means where you live. Your phone number, email, and password. Password is really very dangerous. Password should only stay private for you and you only. Do not share them with anyone. Do not share your details with others online. This is extremely important. Okay, let's see. Now you have to guess rule number 3 and 4. Take a look at the pictures. I'm going to give you a few seconds to think about it, and then I'm going to show you the rules. What do we have here? We have This is probably a teacher. Maybe we have a man here. Someone talking. Shaking hands, meeting. Maybe. Let's see the rules. Rule number 3. Tell an adult if anyone online asks to meet you in person. To meet you in person, meaning to see you face to face. Okay? So you have to tell an adult if anyone online asks to meet you in person. This is very important. Do not meet people whom you don't know. Right? You have to tell an adult. It can be your parents, it can be your teachers, it can be your school counselor. It can be any adult that you trust. So you have to tell them about it. Number 4, tell an adult if someone makes you uncomfortable. If you feel that someone does not make you feel good about yourself, or talks badly to you, or uses bad language, or in any sort of a way or a manner makes you feel uncomfortable, you have to tell someone about it. This is very important. When this person makes you feel uncomfortable, you have to tell an adult that you trust. Great. Moving on to rule number 5. What do we have here? I'm giving you some few seconds to think about it, and then you'll tell me. Okay, what do we have here? We have road, maybe. We have a road here. And we have a watch, maybe time. What do you think? Let's see rule number 5. Rule number 5 is never tell a stranger where you are going and what time you will be there. This is very important. Do not share this information with anyone. Don't tell anyone where you're going or what time you will be there. If you're going to a mall, to your friend's house, to a party, to your grandparents' house, to the library, to anywhere that you like to hang out, don't tell someone who's a stranger to you where you're going and the time you're going to be there. And believe me, we have heard a lot of unfortunate news concerning that issue. It's very important. So please pay attention to that. Moving on to rules 6 and 7. And this time, I'm not going to give you a hard time. I'm just letting you, showing them to you without any clues, with a smile, as you can see here. So number 6 is use polite language online. Use polite language, meaning using words that are kind words, positive words, being polite to other people, the way you want them to be polite to you. So this is very important. This rule, you have to use polite language online. Let's look at 7. Do not buy anything online without adult supervision. Don't buy anything using the credit card, as you see in this picture, without adult supervision, because you don't know to whom you're giving your credit card information. Some sites are not that reliable. So once an adult is in the picture, then he can guide you whether it's okay to give your information, the credit card information to the site or not. So you really do need adult supervision. So don't do that without it. Perfect. Now we know all the rules. Okay, now let us check. Do you really understand the rules or not? This is what we're going to do now. I'm going to read out the sentence. You're going to see that on the screen. If you think that this sentence is true, just do thumbs up. If you think that it's false, then thumbs down. So if it's yes, thumbs up, no, thumbs down. Are you ready? Let's start. The internet has many benefits, but also many dangers. What do you think about that? Perfect. Thumbs up to that. We already talked about the benefits of the internet and we mentioned the dangers of the internet and the fact that we should be safe online and follow the internet safety rules. Let's go to the next one. When you talk to people on the internet, you can never really know who they are. Can you? Can you know who they are? What do you think? Excellent. Thumbs up to that because you can know who they really are when you talk to them online. Good job, you guys. Moving on to the third one. If someone on the internet asks for your name and address, then it is okay to give it to him or her. What do you think? Is it okay to give your information to anyone who asks you? Thumbs down to that. It's false. It's not okay to give your name and your address to someone that you don't know. What about this one? It's okay to tell someone you have met on the internet where you are going. Do you really think it's okay to tell someone where you're going? Someone you've just met on the internet? Is it okay? What do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Right. Thumbs down. It's not okay to tell someone where you're going. We already talked about it. Good job. You're following the internet safety rules. Let's continue. Even if someone makes you angry on the internet, you should be polite. Even if he or she makes you angry on the internet, you should be polite. What do you think about that? Thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you guys think? Of course, it's a thumbs up. Good job, you guys. Even if someone is talking bad to you and using bad language, you have to remember to be polite and stay away from that person. Do not answer him or her with bad language, using bad language. That is not a good way to end this. And two wrongs do not make a right. Right? Right? Okay. Let's move on to this. If you want to buy something online, we talked about that. Tell an adult first and get permission. To get permission means to get their okay. If you want to buy something online, tell an adult first and get permission. What do you think about that? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yep. Thumbs up to that. Good job. Perfect. Of course, when you want to buy something online, you should tell an adult and get their permission before you do that. Perfect. Now, you have an excellent opportunity here to review some of the vocabulary words that we've studied here in this lesson. You're reviewing them using Quizlet. I am sure you've heard about Quizlet before. Quizlet is a site where you can practice vocabulary words, listen to the words using the flashcards to see the word, to listen to the word pronounced correctly and the meaning. Now here I have the meanings in both Hebrew and in Arabic. Once you scan this QR code, you get to the Quizlet set, and then you can practice, learn the words again and again. Like take a few minutes each and every day, because once you review the words again and again, you can also play games online there, which is a lot of fun. You will eventually know the words and you can master the words. And then you can use them when you speak and when you write. Beautiful, right? Life is good, isn't it? Okay, so now you can, as I promised before, hopefully, understand and follow a series of instructions on the topic of internet safety. Yes, you can. You followed some instructions about internet safety in this lesson, and now you can understand short written instructions illustrated step by step. As we mentioned here, we talked about some of the internet safety rules that you really need and should follow once you're online. I hope that you have learned some new vocabulary words and some internet safety rules that will help keep you safe online. Take them into account every time you're on the internet. If you have any other tips and rules that we haven't mentioned in this lesson, please feel free to share them with your teachers and your classmates so other people can benefit, right? Because it's really very important. This topic of internet safety is extremely important. Okay, thank you very much for watching this lesson. I hope that you've learned from our lesson today. My name is Ránia Iza. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.